husband will have dinner, we'll go out to a club or something. Perfect. 4 p.m. Maria's sitting at a desk managing things. Hey, Maria, it's your wedding anniversary. Yeah. I just need to do a few more things. I have this community in Korea. I have this community in USA. Let me just deal with a few more things. I'm going to tell Anastasia what to do. Okay, but please go. 6 p.m. Maria, what time is your dinner? I called my husband. He will wait another hour. I'll be done. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. She's finally leaving the office. Her anniversary dinner is cold. Her husband is probably falling asleep, waiting in a chair somewhere. And we are like begging her to leave. She's like, no, one more thing. It's not because we pay her a lot, that's why she does that. In fact, if we paid her a lot, she would probably be out celebrating that, that event in Paris or something. It's because they are so passionate about what they do. Now, it's my job to get them out of the office. Sometimes I pull them in, but most of the time it's my job to tell them, look, you need a life. You need work, you need to play. You cannot be, you're all too young to work 24 hours a day, but they do. Not because I'm such a great leader, I'm not. I have my flaws. It's because they believe in the mission. They understand what we're doing is important. All right? So, without further ado, I want to introduce a lot of my team today. Some virtually, some here. The first thing I want to introduce to you is our new Asia president. Now, before I do that, I want to give you a reminder. I first came to Korea in November of 2018, first time. It's an amazing experience. Came here, saw your beautiful city, fell in love with it. Haven't learned Korean yet, that's still on me, but enjoyed it, ate very spicy chicken, was crying when I was eating it, but it was a great experience. And from there, I went to Hong Kong, to Singapore, Japan, and met with a lot of insurance companies in a very quick time frame, 2 weeks. I had every major insurance company meeting. And I learned that there is really an interest in our platform. They don't know what we do, they don't quite understand how the US platform would work in Asia, but they're interested. So I came back 3 months later in February and had another round of trip. Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, and had more deeper meetings. And I left here and I went back to the team and I said, there is big opportunity in Korea, but we're going to change our platform a little bit. We're going to tweak it. It's not going to be exactly the same. It's 95% the same, 5% we got to adjust the borders. But guys, we're going to go into Korea, into Asia. And they're looking at me like, are you crazy? I'm like, no. Asia is where we have the biggest population with the greatest need in terms of care quality, care management. They have great healthcare delivery system, but they don't have great healthcare quality and patient engagement system. That's not there. We need to go in and build this. So we announced to the community that we're going to launch Korea and Asia within a year. 6 months. So from the date we announced to today, it's 6 months. And here we are. We are here, we are in Singapore, we are opening offices in other parts of Asia, and we have a lot to tell you. So with that, let me introduce to you our Asia president, Jason Denny, who is leading our Korea development. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. As Pradeep mentioned, my name is Jason Denny. I'm the regional president for Asia Pacific. I am super excited to be back in Seoul. It's absolutely one of my favorite cities. And as part of my job, my focus is to build out a platform for Solvecare across the region. As you can see from my background, I have extensive experience and I'm passionate about 3 things: healthcare, blockchain, and Asia. So it's a great combination to bring to bear over 25 years to Solvecare. When I look at kind of how we will build out Asia Pacific over the next, I would say 18 months, we have 3 priority markets that we're going to focus on. One is Singapore and Southeast Asia, which we kicked off already, and we'll make an announcement of our executive director hire for the region in a few weeks. The second market is Hong Kong and parts of Greater China, and of course Korea. Korea is a very, very important market for us. And we have so much to share with you this evening about all the progress that we've made so far in Korea. In fact, we've made the most amount of progress in Korea than any other market in Asia to date. And we're really excited to share with you some of the some of that progress, at least the ones that we can share with you. There are others that are still in progress and we'll share with you more in due course. So the first thing I want to share with you is that we've actually opened up an office near IFC. You can see very snazzy office. So we're launching it, actually we have access to it as of today, and that will be our headquarters, where the team will work out of. And of course, when you have an office, you need a local team. And we're very excited that we're posting tonight the job descriptions for 3 key roles that we're going to be filling here in Korea. The first one is our community director. This role will be essentially owning the market for Solvecare in Korea. This individual is at the executive level and will be primarily responsible for client development and client management. And as part of this, his or her team, we're also bringing on board a business development manager. This business development manager will assist the country director as well as work with clients to make sure that they're fully satisfied with our ongoing service. And third position that we're hiring is a program manager. The program manager is focused more on the delivery and the execution of our platform and make sure that we're delivering what we say we're going to deliver to the clients on time and within budget. So we're really excited about this core team, and we're building a similar team in Singapore as well. But this, in Korea, we are actually doing it all 3 roles, where in other markets we're only done role because of the interest that we've received from the market so far has been tremendous. So we're accelerating our hiring of top talent in this market. And we're essentially looking for 2 things. One is extensive healthcare experience and a passion to change the industry. We hire for skill and experience, but most importantly, we hire for potential. So if any of you fit that profile, or do you know anyone that fit that profile, please let us know or direct them to our website where the job descriptions will be posted both in English and in Korean. Okay? So with that, I'll hand it over now to Pradeep, who will carry us on. Thank you.
So I want to thank you, Jason. So Jason didn't do it, he's being humble. So let me tell you why I asked Jason to join us. So we need an executive who understands Asia. And Asia isn't a country, it's a continent. So obviously, the healthcare market in Korea, extremely different than healthcare market in Hong Kong, or Singapore, or Vietnam, or Indonesia. Yes, they are similar, but they are very, very different. So we cannot spend the next 10 years figuring out those differences. And the differences aren't just healthcare system structure, regulations and insurance company names. It's about how people buy, what they care about, how the patient behaves, how the doctor gets paid, how the insurance company is linked with the doctor. These things matter, and they take experience. So I was meeting with Jason about at the beginning or middle of last year, or this year, and I was saying to him, I need this person who knows healthcare, different markets differently, who believes in the potential of transformation of technology like blockchain, like AI, and will apply it, help us apply it, and is willing to work at our speed, because we don't work at a slow speed, we work at a rocket speed. And not everybody wants to be part of a rocket ship, it's uncomfortable. Some people aren't in a cruise ship, not a rocket ship. So you need the person who wants to be in this hyper-growth company and who has the experience. And we were thinking about it, and at some point I'm thinking in the back of my head, I don't think it's possible, but what if Jason could do the job? And I'm thinking, no, he'll never. We are too young, too small for him, and he's running this big company here in Hong Kong. And then after about 10, 15 minutes of looking at me and listening to me, he goes, maybe I should do this. So I almost wanted to fall out of my chair and go, how did that happen? But it was a great, great moment in time when we suddenly understood that we actually have a common spirit. We believe in the same things. We may not agree upon every detail, and we never will. But as an executive, he has his own view which aligns with ours at a fundamental level. So I can trust him to take this forward. Right? So long and short of it is that we needed to first align on the vision, then we need to align on the intensity and the speed at which we're going to work, and the tactics will figure it out. Tactics just keep evolving. If you trust each other, tactics will figure things out. You will always figure them out. So we were very excited to have him come on board. And as soon as Jason came on board, our Asia expansion plan started to move. Now, one thing that you probably have heard, when you think about something really, really hard, somehow magic starts to happen. Things start to align behind your vision. You focus on something, universe moves behind you. Happens all the time to me, I hope it happens to you too. The moment I put my focus on something, things start to move. There's all kinds of random people show up in your life, you meet somebody in an airplane, and they do exactly what you're looking for. Happens all the time. So to me, this was an indication it's time, let's move. And since those early August, we're talking 2 months, and in 2 months we have gone from no real strategic presence in Korea, just us flying in, flying out, to we have an office. We have a team in Singapore. We have headquarters moved to Singapore. Everything has changed in 2 months for the better. Because our plan was to be in Asia next year. We were thinking we'll launch our first entry point in Korea in probably February of 2020. And we will grow from there. We are 6 months early, which is great. You don't want to be late. I would rather be a week early than 1 day late, right? If you miss the train, you are late 1 minute, it's better to be 1 hour early. So I want to be here before anybody else recognizes the true potential of what we are doing and how it applies to all of you. So very excited to have you. Thank you for joining us and putting your career to support our mission and our vision. It is certainly a commitment from Jason, a commitment from us. Now, when we speak about coming here, I will tell you, when I first came to Korea, I wasn't sure that we could do something here. I wasn't sure that we are really going to be the add value. We had read about how regulated healthcare is. We had read about how beautiful the delivery system is, how people like what the government does, the national insurance plan, all those things. So we were looking for what are we really going to help with, what are we going to really make better. And then when we got out here and started to talk to hospitals, started to talk to insurance companies, both health and life, started to talk to doctors, and started to realize, wow, there is actually some of the issues of coordination, same issue here. They just maybe lower level, they're hidden, but they're there. So care coordination of chronic diseases, referral between facilities, the ability to control quality without cutting access, and all those control costs without cutting quality, those issues are there. You just don't feel them, but they're there in the back office. They're in the back office of the insurance company, they're in the back office of the hospital. And that's where we play, right? We focus on fixing those issues. So that when we understood where the problems are, we started to have the conversations with those people, and that's not the consumer, it's the administration of healthcare where some of these pain points are, and that's where we zeroed in. So that brings us to what we're going to talk about next. Not only are we opening an office in Korea, we aren't here to sell bodies, we are here to deliver a platform. So the next step for us is to enable the Korean community to develop solutions on our platform. We're not going to come here and build solutions as well as a local Korean partner can do. So our first step now, as a result of not just opening the office, it's about enabling partners here to build care cards on our platform. So that's what we're going to introduce to you now, our first Korean-enabled care card library, which serves as a template to build care cards in the Care Wallet for Koreans, in Korean, by Koreans.